Okay, now let's make possible the use of these data types. So we are going to have a thread. What is a thread? Well, imagine the fact that the program needs to run somewhere, so it needs a space where to run. And this is called the main thread, and we can call it integer main. For the moment, don't worry about this too much. And this thread, so the main thread, is just going to be the space where we are going to run the code. If we write some code right here, it's not going to be able to run, or right here is not going to be able to run. But if you write it right here, it's going to be able to run because it's into the working space. Okay, imagine like this. And we said that we want to have some variables, so we can have an integer. I need to add a name, and we can offer it a value, so 50. And let's try to have something else. I don't know, a character B, and offer it a character A. We can have a boolean, and this one can be true or false or 0 or 1. 1 is going to be true, false is going to be 0. What's more? Well, we can use long to store bigger data types. See, something a bit bigger. Maybe we want to use double or a float. This is going to store something smaller but with a dot. 5.8. Maybe we want something bigger, so double. Add another name. Remember, you cannot use the same name of the variable as you did before. We cannot have again a. Let's say I. This number but with a dot. It's a bit bigger. Okay. Okay. And let's see how they are using our memory. We can add a debug, a breakpoint. This is just going to allow us to see how the code is going to run. So I'm going to click here and debug. And this is going to load a little debug part. You can see right here we have our variables. So at the moment they are having random values because they are in our main. The code can somehow see that they are here, but they are not initialized, so they have random values. And now you can see that A got a random value 0 when going to offer 50. So we overwrite the random value. B is going to store A, so you can see it. A actually it's 97, the integer 97, but the program can show it as an A. The X is true. We could have added 1 and it would have changed it into true. We can have a long C. You can see that it can store a pretty big data type. A float Z is going to store 5.8, and the last variable I is going to store a big number, but it's going to have a .5. And from what you can see, those variables are storing data, so we have data that we can work with. That's the whole idea. Hope you enjoyed.